everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi, brought to you by Grace, Singer, and IslandNet Services.
Join us next week when we conclude our discussion with Dr. Chambers on his success in the Tourism Enhancement Fund's special Tourism Innovation Incubator program and how he has been able to turn his innovative idea into a successful business.
It's time!
Welcome to High School Pitchside. We have another fascinating episode for you.
More matches, more big clashes.
Let's talk about some of the big rivalries coming up this week.
More of your favorite features.
And trust me, you won't fall asleep in this history class.
And of course, we always want to hear from you.
Hear from your alma mater's players and coaches in Team Talk.
You know we can't leave you out. So send us your messages on social media and watch us react on FanView.
And you know we love a good little debate, right, Gio?
We've got you covered all season long on High School Pitchside.
High School Pitchside, your ultimate guide to all things schoolboy football, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
Man been legendary, tell them nothing about the base ordinary. Don't size up with CVM, you know ready. Them not in a category. Listen, man, this is Bay C, and you're in tune to CVM. See it happen.
Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, me, see it happen on CVM TV. I'm out.
So in a daze, floating with the clouds, the highest clouds feels like heaven. When I think of you, I stand amazed, so mesmerized. Words can't describe, but I'll try. You're always on my mind, 7 days of the week. Even when I'm asleep, I'm constantly dreaming of you. It happens every time I fall to my knees. Your sweet name makes me weak. I'm constantly dreaming of you. When I feel your love, I'm so alive. Get butterflies, feels good inside. I'm on cloud 9. No one else can do the things you do. Amazing you. I wanna tell the whole world. Like a flower fully blown from the sunshine, so beautiful. Only you can make me feel the way I'm feeling right now. Like an
Yeah, it's TK, it's ID, it's TK, it's ID. Go TK, go TK, go TK.
Up in the boat. Get to the morning with DJ Martian.
Oh my word, a Wednesday morning, it's a win this day morning. Ooh. Like it always is at the hump of the week, the middle of the week.
Winning Wednesday.
If you're wondering what's happening, it's me and TK today. It's T-Kitey.
I like that. That's a nice ring. T-Kitey.
I always use my name and create words. What a name I have, eh? The brand new
morning,
day.
I tell you, it's smashing and dashing, my friend.
It takes one to know one.
Well, I mean, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
It's good to be with you.
Absolutely.
And it's good to be with you, and I hope it's good to be with us. As good as it is to be with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, we're going to have fun together as we always do. On a Wednesday morning, listen, we can't do this without you. If you're not there, then we can't be here.
Yes.
But we know you're there.
Yes.
Uptown, downtown, round town, all around town, in town, out of the country. This country, Jamaica, that you're watching from where? Where are you watching from? Type in YouTube. Because, you know, I know, what's your name? Divine Ray?
Eva, you know, Divine. Don't start.
All right.
Good morning to our YouTube family. We know
all the
you are
YouTubers,
there.
yes.
Well, are you there? Because I don't know if any of them were raptured, you know.
Oh, that's a good question.
You know,
listen.
I don't know if, you know, who made it from who didn't. I'm still here. I don't know.
Listen.
I don't know what that means for me.
Hey.
You heard about it?
Hey, all over my timeline. Every time I literally just opened my timeline and saw Fred Hammond, a well-known gospel minister from the US, and he was saying, well, I'm still here. You know what I mean?
And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, because we have some people that do follow social media.
Yes. All right. It was a trending topic all over internationally that it was reported in Jamaica Observer as well that some prophet in inverted commas reported that he got the date for Christ's return to earth. All right, and the date was September 23, 2025. Now, if you're checking your calendar, the Gregorian calendar, today is the 24th of September. Now, the thing about the rapture I want to explain is that, as it says in Matthew 24, two will be in a field and one will be taken out. So the idea is if you're still here, like we are still here, if the rapture happened and we're still here, then it's troubling because it means we were left back. Because the rapture is being caught up. You won't find the word rapture in the word of God, but it means being caught up. So, me and TK there, and listen, I don't know.
So is DJ Marsh?
So DJ Marshy was there too.
DJ
you know?
Here.
You know?
I don't know. I don't know. Meet and we're not getting picked up. I don't know.
I don't understand it, you know?
But we're grateful. We're
grateful.
And I think that brings us nicely into the verse of the day.
Absolutely. What is it? Rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation. Be constant in prayer. Romans 12:12. You know, every single morning we bring the scripture to you because a lot of persons don't read the scripture. That's why they keep setting dates for Christ's return. The word of God says no one knows. All right, so read the text as you get a chance. It's a very appropriate text this morning. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation.
And you know what else I think people are rejoicing about this morning?
What?
I think it's great news.
Tell me.
An expansion JUTC launches new Kingston to Montego Bay Express route.
That's good.
Nice?
That's nice.
It's starting October 1 and the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, the JUTC, will launch a brand new rural express service.
That's great news.
Route 620X.
Yeah.
Connecting half a tree in Kingston to Montego Bay and back. So, I think that's beautiful.
Good.
We love expansion. We love anything that brings us easier connects us. I think is a great idea. It's only $2,000 as well. It will operate in comfortable modern buses tailored for extended travel. Okay, and you can use either the smart fare cards or you can use cash. Love it.
You know, TK, don't come and get me for this, right? But years ago, there was a bus called number 77.
Okay.
Where we call it round the world.
Okay.
But it doesn't go, obviously, not around the world, but you could take it and it carry around the entire Kingston area. So people just take it just for the ride out.
Just for the ride.
So, you know, you can take the bus down to Montego Bay just for the ride out. And Sunday morning, or Saturday morning, or whatever. Whichever day, you can go just for the ride out and do sightseeing. And relax and chillax and rest and de-stress.
And you know what I like about this and things like this? I like when things improve quality of life.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure there are some people that you do in Kingston to Montego Bay a lot and maybe you have to take one taxi to go to here, so to then link up to yourself and take you there, so and then it might be a little challenging, especially with bag, pan, picnic, all the thing go. And so anything that makes life easier,
we're into that.
That makes people more comfortable, me into that.
Yes.
So kudos to the JUTC and all the departments and people who made that happen.
I concur, completely agree with you, TK. Speaking of people more comfortable, right now, Jimmy Kimmel is more comfortable. Who is that? Jimmy Kimmel is host of a late night show. He is back. Where was he? All right, if you weren't following the news, recently Jimmy Kimmel, he was pulled off here for a remark, a statement he made, which the owners and operators of the station, I think it's ABC, thought it was not inappropriate. That's not the word, inappropriate. But it was not fitting with their ideology. He made a remark that they thought was offensive to the family of the now deceased Charlie Kirk. I'm paraphrasing, but whatever it is, they took him off. And freedom of speech was brought into question. We were talking about, well, okay, can people say what they want to say, but he's back. And he's comfortable because he's back. Last evening, he was on air again. I'm happy to hear that because, when we as comedians, people sometimes have difficulty deciding when it's a joke. I know for some persons, we used to hear what is joke to you is dead to another man. And we have to still be careful and sensitive. But at the end of the day, it's good to see that the host is back in his job, entertaining.
By the way, just to note, it's not that he's just back. Like, a lot of people boycotted certain companies and the companies lost billions of dollars within 48 hours. And now he's back. So just,
all right. So it's the backstory.
For clarity. Just
the backstory.
Just for some context.
Yes,
what I mean?
Yes,
so,
yes,
a lot of celebrities, a lot of people on social media, a lot of influencers encouraged people to withdraw subscriptions from certain companies and certain agencies. And people did. And so, of course, usually when you need to impact change, usually impacting money and pockets, gets your voice heard. And so it worked in this case again, at least in the States. At least in the States.
That's good.
Yeah?
And it reminds us, live a life, do a job to the best of your ability. He does that. He's one of the greats, of course.
Who, Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, man.
He's funny man, he's nice. Natural, and he's been on air for 22 years. I mean, the president was saying he's not talented and him show no good and whatever. But I mean, he has a track record. He has millions of viewers over the year. So, we're not touch that still.
He is back.
What I like is my job. So, I'm just going to keep it, nice and PG for you. Hope everything is fine. I don't mean to offend anyone,
Right, that's what we do on a Wednesday. Listen, we lighten up the week, it's the middle of the week. And we're going to have music today, all day, because DJ Marshall is going to be here the entire morning.
You know, love when DJ there. When DJ here, you see when music is here, the vibe just...
One good thing about music.
When you hit, it feels no pain.
All right.
No. We work on it. DJ Marshall with the mixtapes around it.
The time by Sagicor is
6:15.
Crunch your craving with the value menu from KFC. With combos starting at just $620. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
At Flow, loyalty pays back. So we're rewarding our customers with $20,000 in groceries. For only $2,700 plus GCT, simply add postpaid mobile to your current internet plan and claim your $20,000 supermarket card today. That's how we keep your rhythm flowing. Conditions apply.
Get tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them, these four boys dream of playing in the ISSA schoolboy football competitions.
Will you score this for Casey? Will you score? It's a shot, it's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Manning Cup, and they will play Clarendon College in the Olivier Shield. And that's what you love to see. They may be rivals, but the camaraderie is what it's all about. Can't wait for the final.
When the bus the man, I want to watch my son play finals for CVM, you know.
But mums, you can't watch it on CVM website, man.
Come on, my son score, my son score, my son score, my son score.
Greatness begins here.
Welcome back to Sunrise. It is 6:15 in the AM, which means it's time. That time I get so excited to introduce the headliner of all headlines. You know, I always say this, a headliner is a big artist on any show. People come to see the headliner. I know you're here to see my co-host who's here. And I introduce her like this. When TK come pan up, we don't want bad news pan up, only good news pan up, with the voice pan up, pan up, TK!
But what are we I to kick back in on the chair like him on my patio. I like it.
Chillaxing.
I like it. I wish I had a little side table for you with some lemonade, or since it's so early, maybe a little tea. A little tea. Next time. Please, let's work on that for me now. Please, we have to take care of my guests, you know. What you do?
I'm good.
Next time, I want, like how we have DJ Marshall, right?
Right. Me want music.
Give me a little rhythm for coming in next time. No, you know, I'm not pressuring you, you know. I'm not pressuring you, you know, sir. But you know, so that you can have a little musical background to your introduction. Because I like your introduction, you know. It gets bigger and bigger every week. But you know what else is getting big? The headlines. Let's go. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right. So, NWC lifts water restrictions for parts of Kingston and St. Andrews. So I'm sure this is a welcome news for people. The National Water Commission, NWC, has eased water restrictions in parts of Kingston and St. Andrew following improved inflows. Effective immediately, customers served by the Constant Spring system will have full water supply restored, thank God, as its storage has reached full capacity of 393 million gallons. However, it's not all good news. Restrictions remain for areas relying on the Mona Reservoir, which is only 50.8% full. Now, those customers will continue to face the 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. regulated schedule. And the NWC says it's monitoring inflows closely and expects further improvements through, you know, the October rainy season. If the Mona levels keep rising, officials say additional adjustments or a full relaxation of restrictions could follow later this year. Hopefully. I'm hoping. Because let me tell you, water lockoff.
There's no substitute.
Oh my gosh.
There's absolutely no substitute for water. So I know the distress when you don't have water. Because you use water to do so many different things. Everything.
You know what I often wonder about with people who have like newborns or babies where things have to wash, or hospitals, you know, or places that need sanitation, elderly care homes, things like that. When you don't have water and you have to use bucket and thing, it's such a challenge. But I know the NWC, as they said, they're monitoring, they're working.
Yes.
We're hoping that all reservoirs, you know, can full up to full man capacity.
Sometimes you're in one part of the country and rain is falling, and in another part there's no rain, absolutely no rain. Because look, the Constant Spring Reservoir is now full to capacity, but Mona Reservoir. So when the rain starts fall again, reflux, you know, blow some to the Mona Reservoir that they can have full capacity also, and then they can enjoy the relaxation of the restrictions that are now applied to them.
But you know what, it also shows that sometimes you see how heavy rain can fall and it causes such destruction in one way or in one area, and then it's so helpful in another area. Because
I was thinking about the same
you know what I mean? Because there are so many people when rain fall, you know, it go head hurt, you can roof and between landslide based on where you live or every place a washway, and then in another area, people saying, oh, thank God, you know, my farmland get water, the reservoir is full. So boy, in everything there is balance.
Moderation is important.
Everything.
Because just like fire, you know, you need fire to cook, but if you have too much fire then it can be destructive. So moderation is important. But I'm happy that at least there's one set of persons who are rejoicing and happy. And hopefully that the other set, those who are served by the Mona Reservoir, will have their time to
And
rejoice.
we need to remember that even in times of having and abundance. Remember that it's not always like that. So still manage the thing. Nobody just turn on the water and go about your business because you say, hey, my dam full enough. So we can't do this, you know. No, and we can still take it easy because we know it's still a resource that we have to manage.
We don't like passing those lawns and see the water running over in the street because you forget to turn off the hose. You know yourself.
Tell them IT. All right, next up, Education Ministry sounds alarm on youth bullying and suicide prevention among children. The Ministry of Education and Youth is calling for urgent action to tackle bullying and strengthen mental health support after recent suspected student suicides. Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon noted the tragedy's proximity to World Suicide Prevention Day and reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to provide free counseling psychologists and psychotherapists to provide mental health support for students, parents, and staff through regional guidance units. Now, principals are reminded to ensure these services are used, while teachers, parents, students, and the community at large are urged to speak up and watch for signs of distress and seek help if they notice warning signs such as withdrawal, mood changes, or talk of hopelessness. You don't know what to do, don't worry, there's help. Immediate help is available via Safe Spot. You call 888-723-3776. You can call the Child Protection Hotline at 211 and the Mental Health Suicide Prevention Helpline at 888-NEW-LIFE.
Help is there.
Help is there.
Help is here. And I want you to take note of the number, because sometimes it is that situation where you don't know where to turn to or who to turn to, but there's help. And of course, you can call and confidentiality is upheld, and you can relax and just share. It's a safe space. This bullying thing, I don't know why it's trending.
I'm confused.
It's affecting
I feel like
students because I have heard not one, but more than one report of suicide amongst teenagers and young people in school. And it's disheartening, it's stressing. And the bullies, need mental health attention, because something is wrong. And sometimes hurt people, we don't know what the background is. So the focus shouldn't be only on those who are being bullied, but the bullies also.
You know, it's funny you said that, because I was talking to Renee, makeup artist Renee, in the makeup room one day, not even today. And I was saying, what is going, because in my day, feel like we're a old woman, but in my day, I don't remember this bullying being such a big issue, and I was saying, what's happening and whatever. And, you know, Renee was telling me, listen, a lot of the times you see bullies, they're bullied at home or they're bullied in their community, and it kind of, them now go to school and lashing out at others based on the treatment that they're receiving. And I thought to myself, parents, be very mindful of how you rough up the children or how you're talking to them, because, you know, children do what they see, they do what they experience. And so the other thing though for a bully, if something happens, it's something that always confuses me. If something happens to you and you don't like it, it don't feel good, it's not nice, you don't like it, why would you, instead of saying, that is a feeling I would never want to inflict on someone else, your response is, well, this don't feel good to me, I'm going to make it don't feel good to somebody else, I'm going to do the same thing. It's wild to me. And so to the bullies out there, I know we're always saying, you know, notice if your child is being withdrawn, and notice what's happening with your child who is being bullied. But let us also focus on the bullies. Stop it. Leave people alone. Mind your business. Do your thing. Live your life. We are bully people for.
And there's a bully for you, that bully. There's a bully for that bully too. So
listen, there's always a bigger bully.
There's always a bigger bully. So it's pointless.
I don't know.
I really, really want to. I remember in school, we would just say, we're going to tell the principal, and people start to behave. In my day, once you hear the principal name called, we start to behave. But I don't know. What is happening?
Nowadays, it looks like that not happening again. I don't know. Or is it that they're not getting in trouble because people not talking about it? And that's another thing, you know. If you are being bullied and you are having an issue,
tell somebody.
Tell somebody, and and when you're here, teachers, principals, guidance counselors, parents, let's do something about it, and don't say something like, lad man, manage it, man. You're big boy. Come on, deal with it. No, help.
That's
them.
True. I agree with you, TK.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, why not Wednesday headline?
Lighten it up now.
Let's lighten it up a little bit.
Yes.
Albania appoints world's first AI-made minister in an unprecedented fusion of technology and governance. A minister of government, Albania has become the first nation to appoint an AI-generated entity to a cabinet-level role. On September 18, 2025, Prime Minister Edi Rama introduced Diella, named after the Albanian word for son, spelled D-I-E-L-L-A, which is very strange because it starts off with die. I don't like how that feels. But you know, anyway, she's now in Parliament in Tirana, where she debuted as the virtual minister overseeing public procurement. In a speech unveiling his new cabinet, Prime Minister Edi Rama, who is about to begin his fourth term, stated that Diella is the first cabinet member who isn't physically present but is virtually created by AI. She'll help make Albania a country where public tenders are 100% free of corruption. And in her, this is Diela's 3-minute long address to Parliament, she stated that she's not here to replace people, but to help them and to ensure that every transaction will be transparent, auditable, and free from human bias. Yes, so?
No, listen. The world is changing. Yesterday I was reading that there was a new artist, completely AI generated, and the song that was written and recorded by AI is on Spotify, and it's racking up millions of viewers, millions of streams, I should say. So it's happening, people. I watched a movie years ago called I, Robot with Will Smith, I think it was, and some things we laughed about, like that will never happen. But I'm not so sure now in this day.
It's strange
because
times.
now we have a minister of government. The good thing about it that the fact is the AI was programmed by somebody, but I would suspect that there should be much more control over corruption. Sorry, much more control over corruption if you have someone without human bias. What direction are we heading in? Is interesting times. I can't believe what's going to be like for my children's children.
I can definitely see the pros and cons of a deal, you know, especially in a field like procurement, where you want to ensure that transparency, nobody get a little edgy, and you can't pay money if you go around no corner and them things there. And I see where a computer that has, you have to just go through these are the steps and you have to go through the steps, and I just saw the thing said. I understand that, it makes sense in my mind, but I don't know, there's something disconcerting. I don't know if I'm an old lady, I don't know, but there's something disconcerting about an AI minister of government. And I'm curious to know, I don't know enough about AI, maybe we can ask about it in another segment. I'm curious to know, all right, so Diela cannot be corrupted and bribed, because she said it in her speech, in her 3-minute speech. She said, listen, I don't need money, I don't need land, I don't need food, there's nothing you can come to me with and say, Diela, me give this, you know, she don't need anything, which makes sense. But isn't she programmable? So the people who have access to program her, can't they be bribed? I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
I don't know.
We'll see. Albania, we have our eyes on you.
Yes,
we have our eyes on you, Albania.
And keep your eyes on us, because this isn't AI. This is TK and I. Why? We're not AI. That's all we have time for in the headlines. Coming up, Wednesday service takes center stage as we party with Praise House. So stick and stay with us all morning. Sunrise with the sunrise.
Come kick back again, no like how you in a me. Yes. Sure. Yes.
Get ready to take flight. It's Aviation Expo 2025 in collaboration with the Airports Authority of Jamaica and the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, the island's ultimate aviation showcase and family fun day. Join us Saturday, October 4 from 12 to 8 p.m. at Tinson Penn Aerodrome in Kingston with show host Ian I.T. Ellis. And guess what? It's free. Plus, the JCAA and JDF will be recruiting. Follow at Aviation Expo JA for updates.
Apps Designs Jamaica. Since 2012, we have been bringing businesses to life through mobile applications, websites, and custom software development. We design and develop iOS and Android mobile applications, websites, cloud-based platform, customized software, and artificial intelligence integration. Turn your ideas into a powerful mobile app. Contact us today at 876-671-4598 or visit us at www.appsdesignja.com.
Don't miss a beat with your mortgage payments at NHT.
Your home is more than just a roof over your head. It's where your memories are made, your biggest investment. That's why it's so important to stay in tune with your NHT mortgage payments. Life can get busy and other responsibilities can pop up, but falling behind with your mortgage can put your home at risk. If you're having trouble keeping up, we'll work with you to make a plan to stay on top of your mortgage. Visit any NHT branch for more information. NHT, the key to your home.
J. Ray & Nephew Limited is celebrating 200 years with our Cheers to a Cooler Future promotion. We'll donate $10 from every bottle you purchase at your nearest bar, wholesale, or supermarket to raise $20 million to provide fans and AC units for community facilities across Jamaica. We invite all Jamaicans to join hands. One bottle equals one donation, which equals a cooler future for Jamaica. Cheers to 200 years of J. Ray. Cheers to more. Must be 18 years or older to drink. Drink responsibly.
Get ready to take flight. It's Aviation Expo 2025 in collaboration with the Airports Authority of Jamaica and the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, the island's ultimate aviation showcase and family fun day. Join us Saturday, October 4 from 12 to 8 p.m. at Tinson Pen Aerodrome in Kingston with show host Ian I.T. Ellis. And guess what? It's free. Plus, the JCAA and JDF will be recruiting. Follow at Aviation Expo JA for updates.
Sunshine snacks, cheese post. Grab a sunshine, grab a cheese post. We are crunch on a cheese post. Daddy little pick, grab a cheese post. Sunshine snacks, cheese post. Grab a sunshine snack, cheese post. Some cheese in every bite, flavor in every crunch. Extra cheese if you love it so much. Love cheese in every bite. Grab a sunshine, grab a cheese post. We are crunch on a cheese post. Daddy little pick, grab a cheese post. Sunshine snacks, cheese post. Flavor in every crunch. Grab a sunshine snacks, cheese puffs today. Enough cheese, no flavor.
It's time.
Welcome to High School Pitchside. We have another fascinating episode for you.
More matches, more big clashes.
Let's talk about some of the big rivalries coming up this week.
More of your favorite features.
And trust me, you won't fall asleep in this history class.
And of course, we always want to hear from you.
Hear from your alma mater's players and coaches in Team Talk.
You know we can't leave you out. So send us your messages on social media and watch us react on FanView.
And you know we love a good little debate, right, Gio?
We've got you covered all season long on High School Pitchside.
High School Pitchside, your ultimate guide to all things schoolboy football, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? I don't think that I could live no other way. Truth be told, I'm living now on an A. Now I've seen them blessings in the modern day. The Lord I serve, He give them to me every day. I'm forgiven. See, I done been forgiven, now I'm living.
You know, some people would be worried, a little concerned if they see Christians dancing. You know, they get a little nervous. You know, but anyway, glad to have you back with us right here on Sunrise. Who's a Christian can have fun? That's the question we're asking this morning. This Wednesday service is all about that. We have DJ Marshy Reds and recording artist Ban Again. He's here to tell us all about two of his upcoming events, dance exhibition and all-white beach party. Welcome to Sunrise. Am I just saying it, or is it true that some persons, Christians even, are uncomfortable with Christians having fun or dancing or music? Is it true, or just my thoughts?
Well, you have people like that.
You have people like that?
Yeah, man, the stiff necks.
Yeah, the stiff necks.
Yeah, we call them, some people Pharisee and Sadducee, because they're sad to see and far to see. Yeah, so they behave like that because, you know, that's what they were taught. And so they've been so into that even from a young age.
Yes.
They grow up with the same things. And we find that, you know, it's what you are exposed to.
Yes.
And so if the church is exposed to a lull, so to speak, and to be serious and long face is how you walk, then that is how they were taught. And sometimes it's very hard to convert those type of people.
How do we push back against it? How do we defend our fun? What is our defense? What do we say in defense or do in defense? Or are we comfortable having fun as Christians?
First of all, good morning.
Good morning, Brian.
Yes, good morning, everybody. All right. So I feel like the Bible says that, you know, I am boasting in a full and free salvation.
Yes, yes.
And so I think the word has to be what we use as our basis to defend our fun.
Yes.
You know, because the Bible speaks to you living a full and wholesome life. You know, Christ came and He did what He did to set us free, and we have something to celebrate about. We have something to give thanks for, which is salvation. And nobody experienced freedom or redemption and just sit around saying,
No.
you know, I was free.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, you're going to be like rejoicing. So that's what we're here to do, to bring the fun and in the whole Christian journey, you know.
But someone might ask now, okay, now, where is the focus? How do we actually balance Christian identity, you know, the values and the message, so that persons know that it's not a joke thing? How do we find the balance now while delivering some high energy performances and playing for
Yes. It's all in the word. The scriptures, we have to live by what the scripture says. If the scripture says rejoice in him always, again I say rejoice. There's also the scripture that we'd use in the book of Acts where they talk about where fellowship is concerned, they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine, in prayer, in fellowship. And it says he adds to the church daily those who are to be saved. So it's very important for us to have that balance so that people will realize that it's just not just from vertical, but we have fellowship horizontally. And so hence it strengthens one another.
Yes, that's very good. And the Bible did say, make a joyful noise unto the Lord.
That's what it
The
said.
Bible did say, a merry heart doeth good like medicine. Speaking of doing good like medicine, talk to us about the upcoming events.
All right, so want to start first because Friday is the dance exhibition.
Dance exhibition.
Dance exhibition.
Can Christians dance though? What? Yeah.
Well, ask David. Ask David. Yeah, and you heard what his wife said because he was dancing so hard because of the presence coming right back into where it's supposed to be, into Jerusalem at the time. So he had a party. Street dance. You know, so the thing did turn up in his era. And so hence it's very important for us to,
So this Saturday?
This Friday.
This Friday?
This Friday is the dance exhibition.
Where? When?
It is at the Praise House headquarters, which is at 137 Maxfield Avenue, in halfway tree across the road from Cargill Avenue. Yeah, man, it's going to be up. It's a pre-event towards a dance competition. Yeah, so we're going to be having a dance competition with a variety of believers from a variety of churches, you know, variety of backgrounds. Of course, it's straight gospel. As I said, it's going to be a competition, so it's a precursor towards a dancing competition coming up in a few months from now.
I like the fact that it's a competition because you can't just do this. Because people figure say this is a dance. You know what I mean? When you do so at church today, you know you can't do this whole time because you're not going to win the competition. Born again. Talk to us about your event now.
All right, so we're having an all-white beach party.
That's right.
And we are taking the Praise House ambassadors to St. Thomas. Yes, a place called Lyson in St. Thomas. There's a hotel there called Grand Begonia that is hosting the Praise House family to come there and to present the gospel, to present Christian entertainment and fun for young people. So
let me say this, that the owner is a believer. So you have the first hotel resort with a beach that would have is a believer owned, and so hence he asked me to play, and so it's all day the day before Heroes Day, so we want everybody who is a believer and people who want a healthy lifestyle to just come and be a part of this wonderful event. The beach is so nice.
You can swim, Mashereds?
Yes, I can.
Bang, you can swim?
Yes, sir. I was going by the river.
All right. Well, you can swim, but you can also sing. So, please help me to welcome for his ministry, Born Again and Blessed Lord.
CVM TV, Mashereds, Praise House. All my struggles, everything that I've been through, the only reason why I made it out is because of God. Yeah? I want you to sing this to me. Got God in my soul. Ain't got money, got no bankroll, but I got God in my soul. Apart from my clothes on my back, that's all that I own, but I got God in my soul. And because I got God, I got everything I want. I got God in my soul. Hey, and you should get God in your soul. Yeah, it's getting hot out here. Really, I was wishing I was not out here. Amen, no, it's God I fear. It ain't easy representing a king when you got wasted years, messed up past, dropped out of high school. Yeah, I missed some class, spent most of my years facing beats with raps, spitting rhymes in the club for a fist of cash, but then he got me nowhere. Still chasing a dream after 24 years. Scribbling the lines, spitting the rhymes, selling weed on the corners for nickels and dimes. I got locked up at 26. Sometimes I sit back, stop reminisce. Already happened, but what if it never did? I'd probably be dead already, was heading the devil's list. I probably out here spitting, but wouldn't be singing this. Come on, say. All the believers across the world. I want everybody in Jamaica that's watching right now to sing this with me. Come on, one, the IT, what's that? Okay, whoa, I got God in my soul. Ain't got money, got no bankroll, but I got God in my soul. Apart from my clothes on my back, that's all that I own, but I got God in my soul. And because I got God, I got everything I want, boy. I got God in my soul, hey, and you should get God in your soul. Yeah, since birth, you learn to smirk when it is you dirt. Real pain is that you don't know what is it you worth. So you settle for less, even if it hurts. Should be your nurse, but you in the kitchen flipping burgers. If you keep this up, you know it's gonna be getting worse. He's the living water, what is it you thirst? Good life, husband and wife, money in your purse. All of that is yours, all you gotta do is put him first. Life's a gift, don't let the devil tell you it's a curse. Don't let them kill your soul and turn your body in a hearse. Victim of the system, merely existing in the earth. Once a victim, but I found my freedom in a church. So I'm here to tell somebody you can let it go. All the tears you got, brought it up, let it flow. All them scars that you got from the wars, don't be afraid to let it show and let them know. Oh, come on, say. Hey, come on, say. I can feel your spirit. Can you feel the spirit? I want y'all to sing this with me one more time. Come on, say. I got God in my soul. Ain't got money, got no bankroll, but apart from my clothes on my back, that's all that I own, but and because I got God, I got everything I want, boy. I got God in my soul. Hey, and you should get God in your soul. Yeah. Grand Begonia, 19th of October. Born again, Praise House family will be in the place, you know what I mean? Yeah, CVM at sunrise.
Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
Ashman's Equipment, the new name in forklift sales and rentals in Jamaica. Top quality, low prices, fleet discounts available, 12-month warranty, free service parts, daily rentals, crazy cheap. Ashman's Equipment, same forklift, better deals.
Are you ready for something mega? Megamart's giving away a brand new 2025 Hyundai Tucson. Second prize, a mega shopping spree. Third prize, 30,000 monthly shopping spree. Okay, break it down for them.
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Fill out the entry form on your receipt. Drop it in the box. That's it.
Authorized under Section 3.
It's time.
Welcome to High School Pitchside. We have another fascinating episode for you.
More matches, more big clashes.
Let's talk about some of the big rivalries coming up this week.
More of your favorite features.
And trust me, you won't fall asleep in this history class.
And of course, we always want to hear from you.
Hear from your alma mater's players and coaches in Team Talk.
You know we can't leave you out. So send us your messages on social media and watch us react on FanView.
And you know we love a good little debate, right, Gio? We've got you covered all season long on High School Pitchside.
High School Pitchside, your ultimate guide to all things schoolboy football, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
Everything about your name is power. I don't need to add a thing. Everything about your
Welcome back, Sunrisers, and thanks so much for staying with us. We hope you're having a great time with us. Now, this morning, we have the pleasure of introducing the author of Josephine's Jamaican Journey, Joan P. Hamilton, who will be sharing insights into her collection of short stories, which are set in Jamaica's post-independence years of the 1960s. She'll be discussing how the books portray Josephine's life growing up and the cultural and societal shifts she witnessed. Welcome, Joan.
Thank you so much, TK. Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Yes,
It's great to have you. All right, let's jump in because I'm very curious about this, right? So first of all, when did Josephine's Jamaican Journey launch? Because there are two books, right? Part 1 and Part 2.
Yes, book 1 and book 2. And book 1 was done last in 2024, May. And October of 2024, I did book 2.
Okay, and what inspired you to write Josephine's Jamaican Journey?
Well, these books I started writing in 2000, 25 years ago, when I moved to Canada. And so I would feel homesick, and I would just sit with a cup of coffee and write my happy memories of growing up here. I grew up in the inner city in Kingston. There's a little corridor between 3 miles and 2 miles that I grew up. Went to school at Hagley Park Road, and I found that whenever I was homesick, I would sit and just write about the things that I remember, which is why the stories are being told by Josephine, because it's a little girl's memories. Even though I was grown at 25 years ago, and still, I still think in her voice when I think of growing up in Jamaica, and so that's why I did that.
So the book is written from a child's eye, basically, a child's perspective, growing up in that time.
In that environment.
And how do you think that perspective, differs from, say, coming from an adult perspective and point of view?
Well, I think it's a purer way of looking at things, because, and Josephine seemed to have had an insight from very early into human behavior. So she knew who to avoid, who to put a like, and she was able to sum up people very well. And so within my own family, I'm part of even that dynamic was difficult because my mother was Indian, her grandparents came from India, and my father was black. And so even those dynamics, Josephine was able to properly, I think, when I look back now and with an adult eye, actually navigate carefully with her older sister, whom in the book is called Carla. They were able to avoid the areas that were difficult for children at that time. So the child's point of view is very important, and it actually, now that I'm older and a grandmother, I realize that you need to be very careful with children because they're seeing everything. They have to put their own construction because they don't understand life as we sometimes, and even as adults, we don't fully understand. But they are construing things all the time, and so we need to be careful. We don't need to handle them with a lot of heavy emotions, but we need to act. Get down on your haunches sometimes with the kids and see what they're seeing, because they're seeing everything. And that's what Josephine did.
Well, what's interesting about the book, when I was leafing through and reading a couple of the short stories, is it's an interesting mix of history, from a child's perspective. So there's nostalgia, there's some learnings for people who weren't around that time, because things are very different. Who would you say this book is for? Who is the ideal reader for a book like this?
So when I wrote it, as I said, the stories are for me, but I found as I've gone places promoting the stories that people in my age group are really, really enjoying the nostalgia. But little ones, I have a little fan who's only 9 years old, and she is so into the stories, and her mom has to be explaining all the nuances. She lives in Canada, and I've heard of another little one in the States, and they want to know what some of the things are, which is why the books have glossaries, the stories have glossaries at the back of them, because there are some things that it's best to just put it down so that the parents can access the information. Some of our cultural things like like the John Canoe, for instance, it's explained in the glossary of the books.
I know that you're passionate about mentoring and mentorship. How would you say your experience with writing or using writing as a form of expression helps with that or impacts that aspect of you?
I think when you mentor people, one of the things that you have to do is empower them to be themselves, to tap into what are their own strengths and giftings. And writing helps us to do that, helps us to focus and zero in on what are the things we like, what we don't like, what are our strengths and weaknesses. And so mentorship has a place in writing because it really, I know in psychology, for instance, they'll tell you, let your child write because that way you can see and draw, that way you can see what they're thinking and what they're feeling. Yeah.
Joan, you speak mentorship and, you know, as an author, a published author, not once but twice.
Yes, yes.
Speak to me, to that person who has a dream of being an author as well, is watching you now and saying, she's doing what I'm doing,
yes,
or even as a child and saying, I want to do this, you know.
Yes, yes.
Tell me, what would you say to that person?
You know, I feel as if I fell into this thing by accident, even though I know it's not, because I'm a firm believer in, I am of Christian faith, and I think that God really providentially brought this about. When I asked him for a legacy 4 years ago, this is the result of it, but it's been in the making from 25 years ago. So I would say to young writers and people who have a dream, start. That's the first thing, because I sat and I wrote, and I did not realize that 25 years after, well, 23 years after, because I started writing 2023, getting them together, that they would become something. So I say to people who really, really are enjoying writing, as I did as a kid, and reading, first thing with the children, read, 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 read. The tablets are fine, but take them away and give them even a half an hour of reading. Encourage them to write book reports, because you will find that they're really finding within themselves ways of expressing what they are seeing that is not expressed in the format that they're watching. And then the second thing is for those who are more adult and so on, there are so many avenues now that you can tap into that will help you to develop your writing, develop your product. Because, you know, I wrote, but it didn't necessarily look like that. It has to be, what did my editor call it? It has to be correct for the reading audience. So I might say something and she says, no, that might put a wrong spin on it, you know. So there's lots of avenues for those who are older to actually tap into ways of writing properly, writing programs and so on.
All right, so final thing. For that person says, I'm interested, it sound like a nice memory lane drive.
Yes, yes,
you know
yes,
what I mean?
yes.
Especially if I'm in the diaspora, you know.
Oh, yes.
Give me just an example of maybe an aspect or an excerpt from the story that really resonated with you or resonates with others, that people can get a feel of what's inside Josephine's Jamaican journey.
So there's a story in the book called The Tenement Yard. And it showcased all the characters that lived at a particular time in the yard that I lived. And I think in the story it's about 7 or 8 different characters. There's one lady, she appears in 2 stories. I call her Miss Beryl the Beater.
The Beater, man.
Yes,
yes. About the Beater,
and then there is Miss Sheila, who was a very early entrepreneur. She would travel with her bags and her pans and come and put them out under the mango tree and sell the things from that. And her favorite saying was, when she come to collect her money and the ladies didn't have the money to pay her, she would say, "Una better than me, because una have a man and I don't have a man. This is why I'm walking and selling." So, you know, the story of the tenement yard, I think, encapsulates the spirit of the stories, because there are so many characters in the tenement yard and they were all making inputs, and Josephine was busy recording them in her memory.
Yes, yes. And there's beautiful illustration, there's rich description, there is, you know, interesting stories that really carries you back into a time gone for Jamaica. And so I can definitely see how somebody would get engrossed.
It's worth preserving those
engrossed
stories.
in this book.
Yes,
and yes, as you said, it's almost something that I would give to a child and say, listen, read this, you know, because this is what Jamaica was like.
And they're short stories.
And they're short stories with beautiful illustrations.
Yes, absolutely.
And beautiful wording, if I might say so myself.
Thank you, my dear.
So how do people grab a book at this time?
Okay, so they're available on Amazon. They're available in Indigo in Canada, and there are places in England that I don't remember. But here in Jamaica, more importantly, they're at Craft Cottage, My Jamaica, and Source of Light Missions at Hagley Park Plaza.
Got you. Well, pick up a copy, pick up 2, pick up 3, pick up 4. Josephine's Jamaican Journey. Our linguistic guest has been Joan P. Hamilton, author. And coming up next, it's news time with, well, yours truly. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Well, the race is not for the swift enough, but for all those that will endure to the end. And you know, say Jesus will defend. Yo, me lace up my shoes and me pull up my socks. Me do me two stretch and now me ready for the track.
Come to our place where your imagination can blossom into something amazing.
Where you can get tertiary level education at a practical level.
Where you can be as creative as you dare.
Harnessing cutting-edge technology.
To create world-class entrepreneurs and critical thinkers.
Where even lecturers gain benefits from our experience.
Your place is the Vocational Training Development Institute, where tertiary level education and training is empowering and transforming lives.
You belong here!
And everybody let me hear ya.
Why eat other snacks when sunshine is the best for you? Nature's best buns are crunchy. The flavor that sings to you. Salted banana and plantain. Taste the freshness, naturally sweet. The flavor that sings to you.
Ayo, nature's best bunch.
Experience the art of living insurance with JN Life. The time is
7 a.m.
Yo, friend, you're the voice of Alliant to represent for CVM tapping. Me and the girl, them bubblegum. Me and the girl, them bubblegum.
You think you coulda get in on my feelings? You coulda get me if you cycle down. Hey, Miggy, I hit and run. Miggy, I hit and run. Hey, it's a girl Shensia representing for CVM TV. See it happen. Oh.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. With permission from a parent, CVM News spoke with a student involved in the motor vehicle accident in Dublin Castle Gordontown Tuesday afternoon. A bus transporting mostly students overturned. The 9-year-old we spoke with had a fractured arm. 17 of the 21 students who were taken to hospital were sent home. There are no serious injuries reported. The mother of the 9-year-old says the situation was traumatic, but she's grateful no lives were lost.
All right, so I'm Giovanni Dennis of CVM News. Now, with the permission of a mother of one of the students involved in the unfortunate accident in Dublin Castle in Gordontown earlier this afternoon, with the permission of a mother, I'm just going to ask one of the students involved just to share what happened and what he recalled from this afternoon's unfortunate incident. Firstly, how old are you?
9.
9. What do you remember from the accident today?
First, there was a police. He come, but he was speeding, and then the bus, and then the bus started going back, and then the bus did flip over.
What happened?
There wasn't any emergency.
There was an emergency. The police was just driving past.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then he tried to hold the brake, but the bus didn't go down.
Where did you go down a precipice or just turn over on the road?
Just turn over on the road. Giving God thanks, it wasn't that bad. No life has lost. I tell you, it was very traumatized, I'm telling you. But by the grace of God, just glad.
It provides an alternative view. The Independent Commission of Investigations says the CCTV footage of the police at the house of Jamar Farquharson, the man killed by police last Monday, is informative and illuminating. Deputy Commissioner of Indicom, Hamish Campbell, says the footage provides an alternate account of sequence of events to what police report. Indicom is once again urging the JCF to make body-worn cameras mandatory for specialized police operations, while watchdog group Jamaicans for Justice says Jamaicans should join the family of the 22-year-old who was fatally shot in demanding answers from the police on this incident. Giovanni Dennis has been tracking the story.
A fatal error. Revelation this evening that 22-year-old Jamar Farquharson was not the individual named on the police warrant issued to lawmen for the operation that turned fatal in Cherry Lane, Clarendon last Monday. That disclosure from the Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom.
The warrant that was issued for that operation in Clarendon, did it have the name of the individual Jamar Farquharson who was still on it?
No, it had another name. It was a legitimate warrant for a search of those premises.
So he was not the person who they went for when seeking based on that warrant?
It's still a matter of under current investigation, but he certainly wasn't the name on the warrant.
Beyond that, Deputy Commissioner of Indicom Hamish Campbell says the surveillance cameras that captured the moments leading up to the killing of Jamar Farquharson provides a different version of events to what the police initially reported.
There's always a different account. And the JCF provide one account, which we've heard over many years of hundreds and hundreds of different shootings. And then when we do recover CCTV, it provides an alternative view, and that is what must be explored.
Your reactions to what you saw on that CCTV footage?
Well, I wouldn't offer any reaction to it, but I think it's informative and illuminating.
Mr. Campbell says this latest fatal shooting reinforces Indicom's call for police to have body-worn cameras on planned operations like the one in Cherry Lane.
There are many hundreds of fatal shootings this year now. Each one of them, there's no body-worn cameras being worn. There's over 100 planned police operations so far this year, of which not a single camera was worn, and those are in planned operations. So this particular shooting has only reinforced the necessity, because here we have private CCTV providing another account, but body-worn cameras would support the police account and narrative, and we'd be able to then determine more independently the truth and the facts.
It's been 8 days since the operation, but Deputy Commissioner Campbell says it's early days yet.
So whilst the officers have given an initial account of what occurred, and our forensic team have been to the scene and examined it and photographed it, and we have recovered some original CCTV evidence which was recording matters inside the house, there's still much analysis to do on that CCTV recovery, and for the officers to be interviewed and other witnesses, if there are any, to come forward and for us to speak to them. So we're at very early stages after just 7 days, 8 days.
He says it may be weeks before anything conclusive is provided. In the meantime, data from Indicom indicate over 226 fatal shootings by police so far this year. It's 37 more than the 189 fatal shootings in all of 2024. Giovanni Dennis, CVM News.
In sports, the annual UWI 5K and the Run with Passion Kids is set for November 23 at the UWI Mona campus. The event has grown way beyond expectations since the inaugural staging in 2012. The race will have 3 categories for participants, including a 5K run, a 5K walk, and a wheelchair category. There will also be a 1K race for children. One of the event's main attractions will be the location, as the UWI Mona campus provides a scenic route for the public to enjoy.
So we would have heard that this is 14 years today. When I just joined, I heard about this and that it was a 10-year partnership. And look how we got on the 10 years, huh? The time is just flying. 14 years of partnership with the university to raise vital funds for the cause. You are future. Congratulations to everybody, all the scholarship recipients before me, and maybe even some who are not here today. Congratulations to you. So we also heard that this year is also a little bit extra special, right? November 23rd, Frano. It is Frano's 70th lap, is it? Yes. All right. So I think most of us in the room know who Frano is. And for those who don't, he is our awesome race director. And I want to say Frano is also basically the founding father of road races in Jamaica, all right? He has not, absolutely. So we can't celebrate without celebrating Frano, because his leadership has not only helped to transform the fitness landscape here in Jamaica and promote healthier living and better living, but because of his leadership, countless of causes across Jamaica have benefited. There has been raised awareness and funds for, schools, charities, you name it. So Frano, we look forward to celebrating you on Sunday, November 23rd.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
What you done said? Want you to read the teleprompter, all right?
Yes. Okay. Okay.
4, 3, 2.
Welcome to Deposit Insurance in a Minute. Deposit insurance is a system designed to protect depositors in the event that a bank or other deposit-taking institution fails.
It is a key part of a country's financial safety net, ensuring that if something goes wrong, depositors don't lose all their hard-earned money.
Big man thing, we never know say them thing exist.
JDIC is the government entity that protects depositors by insuring their deposits up to 1.2 million. So even if a bank fails, you won't lose everything.
A good something this one, because me can't take no surprise with my money.
You can't say that again.
JDIC, protecting your deposits,
Securing your future.
JDIC, protecting deposits for you and me. Get home with NHD, more possibilities. Get home with NHD, turn a dream home into reality. From vision to foundation, for many generations. Home buyer or home builder, get to your destination. Get home with NHD, more possibilities. Get home with NHD, the key to your home.
We want a piece for Jamaica. Yeah. Yo, what are you?
Oh man, no, no, brother, no, man,
You
man.
see you ever play ref? No, piggy, I'm
Yeah,
not
but
playing.
I look a bad game. No, I said, place you come from, brother, I want to live good, man. I want to live good, brethren. No shake on, I can play a little bad, brethren.
Really have to shake on?
Yeah, man, and no badness, brethren, just live good, man.
Come together and make the violence done.
Get ready to take flight. It's Aviation Expo 2025 in collaboration with the Airports Authority of Jamaica and the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, the island's ultimate aviation showcase and family fun day. Join us Saturday, October 4 from 12 to 8 p.m. at Tinson Penn Aerodrome in Kingston with show host Ian I.T. Ellis. And guess what? It's free. Plus, the JCAA and JDF will be recruiting. Follow at Aviation Expo JA for updates.
I hope you noticed the thumbs up. You know, it's easy to do. What are we going to talk about? Hey, Sunrisers, very good morning. Welcome to I Have a Heart. The I Have a Heart Foundation, funded by cardiac patient and advocate Abigail Smythe, works to promote, educate, and advocate for heart disease awareness in Jamaica. Having herself survived 2 life-saving surgeries in 2012 and now living with a battery-operated device to keep her heart functioning.
Yes, so founder and managing director of I Have a Heart Foundation, Abigail Smythe, joins us this morning to tell us about her life-saving project, a pint for a pint blood drive. You see how we are ready for you, Abigail?
I like
you see what going on, you know, see what going on. Welcome back. You know, because we've definitely had you before.
Welcome back.
And let me ask you, you know, clearly this project is near and dear to your heart, and for good reason. So for those of us who don't know you, tell us a little bit about your health journey and why this is so important to you.
So I'm living with a rare and progressive heart disease called arrhythmogenic right ventricular dysplasia. So basically the right side of my heart is severely diseased. I have 2 leaking valves. My heart is slightly enlarged. My ventricles don't work as they should, and my heart beats fast and irregular to the point where it can send me into cardiac arrest just like that. So I have to wear a defibrillator in my chest as a safety net to basically save my life. So this blood drive, it started when my doctor asked me for some assistance to use my influence to try to get some blood for some heart disease patients who were undergoing surgery. And we started the first one in late 2018 into early 2019, and I haven't stopped since then.
My word, you know, at the beginning, top of the interview, I highlighted, emphasized those who were giving blood, and how it was a thumbs up, because oftentimes that's what's the challenge, the fear about giving blood. You know, talk to us about how important it is, or it's not harmful to the givers, so the persons can be encouraged. And talk to us about obviously your drive also.
So one of the biggest things that I highlight with blood donation is that when you donate blood and do so regularly, you are building up your account at the blood bank in the event that you need it, or a family member or a friend. Yeah, so let's say you donate blood regularly, and a month down the line, you have a relative who needs blood. You simply can contact the blood bank and say, hey, I have 10 units. I'd like to send 2 units to my cousin at UA Hospital. And just like that, your cousin at UA Hospital gets the blood. So I always encourage people not to wait until you're in the situation. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And I mean, it's a simple, easy process, you know. Just 30 minutes out of your day can save the life of 3 persons that may very well be yours or that of a loved one.
You say save the life of 3 persons. I think another challenge that maybe Jamaicans have is a lack of understanding. Because them say, my little blood now make no difference. It not really do nothing. When I donate my blood, how you know, you're not a doctor, but how can that be used to help someone else?
Okay, so when you donate blood, that 1 pint, that 1 bag of blood, that 1 bag of blood can save up to 3 lives. And when you donate blood, you're saving the lives of premature babies, newborns, pregnant women who have just given birth, people who meet in accidents or get shot or stabbed, people with blood disorders like sickle cell, or people with cancer going through treatment, people with kidney disease, liver disease, or heart disease like myself. You know, so when you're donating blood, you are saving a lot of lives, believe it or not. You're a hero when you donate blood.
All right, so I think a lot of the fear that you mentioned, IT, because people have, I don't know, fear around blood, giving blood, seeing blood, seeing needles. Walk me through. You're having a blood drive. First of all, when is your blood drive?
So the blood drive is this Saturday, September 27 at Emancipation Park.
All right, walk me through it. I've never given blood. I'm afraid like puss. I reach up to your blood drive on Saturday.
All right.
What is going to happen?
So when you come, you know, you're greeted with warm smiles.
See there? Make me feel comfortable already.
You're registered. You know, we get the general information, then you are screened by a doctor. So that's one of the pros of donating blood. They get a free checkup. So the doctor checks your blood pressure, your iron level, your blood count to see if you're fit to donate blood. Then you go over to the chair, you know, and they prep you. And if it's a case where you are afraid of needles, I'll be there. My team will be there to hold your hand. I've held so many hands through the years, you know. So we try to make it as comforting as possible. And we also provide refreshments for you. And we will have prizes and surprises for special donors.
So for anybody, if you think to yourself, Lord, I'm afraid, go for the free checkup.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least. You know what I mean? If you don't care about what you're doing for others, do it for yourself.
Yeah.
And usually that checkup, you have to pay for it.
You see what I'm saying? And you can find out if you have low iron, you can find out all these things. So it's a great way to...
And usually when a lot of people do screenings before they donate blood, it brings to the fore a large problem that we have here in Jamaica. We're very unhealthy as a people. So for example, my blood drive in 2023, 100 people registered to donate blood, and from the 100 people, we only got 54 units out of 100. Why? And then the blood drive last year, 74 people registered, we only got 26 units of blood. Why? Low iron, low blood pressure, high blood pressure, or low blood count. And those people did not know that until they came to the blood drive and got the screening.
See there?
Yeah.
But those are the people who are giving and what you can receive when you go to give blood. But suppose I want to help the blood drive or your foundation in any way.
Yeah.
How do I do that? How do I reach out to you? Or are there future projects I can align with? What's that?
Yeah, so you can find us on social media at IHAH Foundation, or you can contact me, at 566-6405. We have other initiatives as well. So another major one is a cardiac mission that we do yearly, where we sponsor indigent patients with free heart surgeries.
Wow.
To date, we have sponsored 53 people, and we want to continue doing it next year and beyond.
I'm very impressed by this. I'm very impressed with your advocacy to it.
Thank you.
And it make me feel like we can just go do it today.
Come Saturday.
Come and do it, man. Saturday.
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 Yeah, we start at 9 a.m. and we go up to 4 p.m.
9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Remind me where?
At Emancipation Park.
And admission is free.
And admission is free.
Many thanks to our inspirational guest, Abigail Smiles, founder and managing director of I Have a Heart Foundation. We've got more sunrise on the other side.
We have a lot more things coming.
We're
ready.
Don't move.
Where's we have DJ?
Hey.
DJ in the building. We're going to come back, man. Come back with us.
Christian warrior, with the weapon in my right hand. I am a warrior, a Christian warrior, with the weapon in my right hand. Me I tell them, man, warrior.
Protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time, brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency, is 7:15 a.m.
Get ready to take flight. It's Aviation Expo 2025 in collaboration with the Airports Authority of Jamaica and the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, the island's ultimate aviation showcase and family fun day. Join us Saturday, October 4 from 12 to 8 p.m. at Tinson Penn Aerodrome in Kingston with show host ENIT Ellis. And guess what? It's free. Plus, the JCAA and JDF will be recruiting. Follow at Aviation Expo JA for updates.
My name is Dahoni Adlam. I am 35 years of age.
I'm Ruby Smith. I'm 83 years of age. The house, what I really been into, it wasn't wholesome.
My house got burned down. It was terrible. I lost everything in the fire.
Ready?
I sleep so happy.
I'm happy that I have somewhere again. The new social housing program, I am happy because it gives me a second chance and others as well.
The government, through the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, is building hope, one home at a time.
Courts presents the Home Event 2025. It's the perfect time to refresh your home with deals you can't resist. Get mattresses as low as $29,999. Upgrade to a 55-inch TCL Smart TV for only $64,999. Plus, get a free gift with select appliance purchases. Shop today with Courts Ready Finance and get more. Don't miss the Courts Home Event 2025. Courts, bringing value home. Offers end September 30. Conditions apply.
Pay finance on CVM, you know.
But mums, you can't watch it on CVM website, man.
Greatness begins here.
We love having DJs in the building. All right, welcome back. Now, moving into the next gear.
Yes, yes.
Jamaica is proudly hosting Caribbean Telecommunication Union, CTU, Information Communications Technology, ICT Week 2025 for the very first time. It's a major event bringing together governments, innovators, and ICT leaders from across the Caribbean and beyond. Now, joining us this morning is Managing Director of SMS Group and one of the proud sponsors of this event, Dane Spencer, is in the building to talk to us a little bit more about the event and the partnership. So good morning, Dane.
Morning,
Good morning time.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you having me this morning.
It's always great to have you. You know, you're no stranger to the set, you know? And I feel like we're going to see you again. I feel like you have some more things, you know, up your sleeve. But before you tell us about the future, tell us about the present. First of all, CTU, ICT, TUV, that's up there.
Yeah, right, the event, yes.
What is it exactly?
So, the Caribbean Telecoms Union is something that has existed for a very long time.
Yeah.
And what we're doing is to try to be a participant, because this is a regional thing. And part of what we're doing now is to grow our brand regionally. And we're trying to now highlight how Smart Mobile Solutions Group connects the people with everyday life and the devices that they use, the technology that we kind of take for granted that happens in the background, all of the apps, all of the solutions that we use. We want to kind of highlight that we bring it all together. Because Smart Mobile Solutions Group is known probably for the endpoint, which is a handset.
Yes.
But we deal with more than just the handset endpoints. We also deal with all of the server-side technology, the implementation, the actual creation of the solutions, meaning the software solutions that you use on your handset, as well as on the web, etc. So a big part of why we're trying to be a part and we've been invited is because of our participation in the background. Now we kind of want to highlight it and be a part of the regional change in terms of how digital transformation works and how we can make an impact with the partners like the telcos.
You know, it's been on the lips of everybody. You know, we're talking about digital transformation. We hear it's like a catchphrase these days. Of course, I'm sure you're going to explain to us why you believe it is so critical at this point in this region.
Well, technology is an enabler, you know. And the first thing is that it actually, with using technology, lowers the cost of any business. So the first thing that you have to recognize is that if you're trying to do a game-changing exercise, and in the region, digital transformation is what we're trying to leverage to ensure that we can actually operate more efficiently. So you can't have the first world advancing at this rapid pace and you sit back in the background and expect everything to just flow. So we have to make our own impact. We can't just import the solutions from abroad. We have to now implement solutions that are now regionally focused and make an impact on our everyday lives. So that is more what we're trying to drive and be a participant. And especially in this kind of union, you're kind of leading the drive with the impact for change. So if we want to get better at anything, we have to be the front runners. We have to jump fast and move and keep everything in gear. Because you're talking about connectivity is what telco focuses on, but we don't realize it's the backbone for everything that we do. AI can't work without technology, without this telecommunication. It's very important. So when we partner and we sponsor an event like this, is a signal that we're trying to send to ensure that people understand that we're part of the change. We want to be up there and starting to talk and shape the future. Well,
let me go back a little bit and just from my understanding, is it my understanding of technology?
Make 2 calls and send 2 email. That's something.
Right,
1 and 2 text message. If I'm feeling spliffy, 1 video call. You know what I'm saying? So this CTU ICT event, what type of things are discussed, for example, and why is it important that Jamaica is hosting it here, especially for the first time?
Well, Jamaica hosting it is obviously a big move because now you're kind of highlighting how we are the epicenter of the Caribbean as well. That's a major part of what we're trying to drive. We're also a local-based company that is regionally accessible, and we're actually making impacts across the Caribbean. So when we're working with the telcos, we're talking about regional partnerships. So we're helping them in the region. So when we can sit back as Manayard, for want of a better word, and say, we're here, we're now kind of shaping our position, showing our relationships with these carriers, and kind of driving through the different brands, because you have handset brands, you have software providers, and this is now what we're trying to now shape and kind of work with them, because you're talking about regulators going to be there, You're talking about government officials going to be there. Everybody's trying to do digital transformation. It's a lot of the times we don't shape digital transformation with the telcos. It's a big synergy. Because you can't, as I said, that is the road, You can't have digital transformation without a roadway, and that is the network. So you're talking about internet, you're talking about mobile internet, fixed everything, and then now how it is regulated, how we can operate safely, and to ensure that this is something that is accessible across the region. So in rural areas, it's harder to access, right? Because you don't have the penetration. So all of these types of topics that are discussed, and we want to be able to provide solutions to some of the problems.
Does that sound good, I think?
Absolutely. And someone watching and saying, all right, so what are the opportunities that are present? Right. What should focus be on in terms of a specific opportunity that we can access in Jamaica here?
Well, let's just look at education. Something basic, right? We're talking about you need connectivity, you need the device, you need the software solutions, and this is now how you can teach your children. You can do now, you're talking about even medicine, you can do telemedicine because of connectivity and the devices. This is now where you can be at home and do self-monitoring because you have a doctor that you're talking to virtually. He can see your situation, he can speak to you, can get information from the devices, maybe your watch have the blood pressure, it have all of this information, and now this is being transmitted over the networks. So these are some basic things that we're talking about in terms of just making impact and change in industries that are so important to us. Because education and health is really and truly the backbone of most societies. Exactly. So we're talking about enabling and educating our populace and keeping them healthy just through this kind of telecom union.
We can't talk about this old man. Because this is exciting and it's new. We have to be adept at adapting to what's happening in the macro space.
Definitely.
So I'm happy that it's happening here in Jamaica.
And congratulations on this partnership. I think the partnership is big. I think that the fact that, SMS and, this huge event that's coming to Jamaica, I think it's so symbiotic, and looking for more partnerships to hear about in the future.
Well, we hope so. As I said, it link up with innovation being at our core. And of course, we're trying to drive change. So if we're trying to drive change, then we have to be up there with everybody,
Absolutely.
Which is right.
Like we are as Jamaicans, of course, we just spoke about our prowess in sports. Here we are now, digital transformation here in Jamaica. That was Dane Spencer, Managing Director of SMS Group. Time is now 7:32 a.m., which means more oil in the Sunrise tank. So stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Yeah, man, you have more in you, man. Stay with us.
Temptation come and they keep getting stronger. Christ are the answer. Back it with a scripture. Like a storm. Category 5, the ratings get warm. When you in a trouble, you feel ring the alarm.
At Flow, loyalty pays back. So we're rewarding our customers with $20,000 in groceries. For only $2,700 plus GCT, simply add postpaid mobile to your current internet plan and claim your $20,000 supermarket card today. That's how we keep your rhythm flowing. Conditions apply.
Get home with NHT. vision to foundation for many generations. Home buyer or home builder, get to your destination. Get home with NHT, more possibilities. Get home with NHT, the key to your home.
Have you seen any of these signs and are ready to buy land or property? Want to know who is the legal owner? Purchase a copy of the title using eLand Jamaica. With eLand Jamaica, you can do a title search and verify the owner of the property, ensuring they have the legal right to sell it. For more information, contact the National Land Agency at www.nla.gov.jm, via telephone at 876-750-5263 or 876-946-5263. Email asknla@nla.gov.jm or message us on WhatsApp at 876-418-5089. The National Land Agency. One agency, one goal, to serve you better.
Everybody want to see if a country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
Get ready for Jesus 2025, 25th Jubilee Year of Hope with Father Holong and Friends, a celebration of faith and the life of Jesus Christ at the National Arena. Gala shows on September 27th to 28th and October 4 to 5. Tickets adults $2,000 and $3,000, children $1,200. All proceeds support missionaries of the poor. Get your tickets now. Call 876-774-7350 or 876-809-5877. Jesus 2025. You can't afford to miss it. Jesus.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Of course, WhatsApp is a vastly popular social media platform in Jamaica, used even by young children, despite there being a minimum age requirement of 13 years old. You heard that, Jackson Mitchell? Tell Atlas Mitchell to tell Ozzy Mitchell, all right? In fact, during the pandemic, many teachers were left with no other way to educate their students other than using WhatsApp. Now, Cyberbright founder Emma Sharp Dalton Brown is back this week to get us into WhatsApp group chats in the classroom and how children should be conducting themselves in such space. You know, it's very important. Over to you, Emma.
Never even thought of that. Good morning.
How are you both this morning?
We are good. We're excited to hear about this topic because WhatsApp is so widely used. So this will be really, really helpful to learn about.
That is true. I mean, I take my notes.
I'll go in.
I'm testing you afterwards. Right, so WhatsApp with WhatsApp. If we move straight into it, so I have my two characters, Gabby and Justin. They're twins. Today they are 12 years old in our storyline. Let's help them decide what is okay to post on WhatsApp and what might not be okay. So I have a list of 9 things. So sarcastic insults. Do you think that's okay to post on WhatsApp?
In a group, you're saying in a group chat?
In a group chat or otherwise. Any WhatsApp.
I don't think insults, generally speaking, I think you should stay away from them.
Yes, so the problem with sarcasm, face to face, you understand what I mean because you hear my intonation, you hear if I'm joking.
Tone,
Online, you don't hear the tone, right? So that can be taken as an insult, but also it leaves a negative digital footprint because anybody seeing it could then be like, this sounds negative. They didn't hear your laughter.
Right.
Even if you put a little smiley face, it doesn't matter. The voice matters. A GIF or GIF, however you want to pronounce it, of a person's head exploding. So a lot of these, yes, and it will be a real life person, it's not even a cartoon, of a head exploding. Do you think that's okay?
Absolutely not.
Information about a classmate.
Yeah, no, gossip.
Gossip, but not just that, you have no business talking about
Right.
somebody else, especially a child, right? But that is normal behavior, right? When I say normal, we've allowed it to become normal to say things about people
Right.
and chat about people. Don't take my child's name out of your mouth. Take me out of, you know what I mean?
Yes,
So we
yes.
need to be mindful about what we're teaching our kids. Cursive comments, right? You're persuading something to do something. Somebody to do something that is not necessarily a good thing, so not a good idea. Stickers, so they're kind of like gifts.
But stickers can be fun, right?
They can be fun, so that
Right.
is dependent. So you've got
Right.
to be careful. Some of the stickers are literally things of like a gun pointing to a head,
yes.
right? And it is in chats. I've seen them. So depends on those. The answers to homework or a test.
Unless it's afterwards when you're discussing it and the test gone and finished.
Right, right. But everybody else, all the other classes, the test has to be gone and finished too.
True.
So you have to be careful of that.
Very
You could be
careful there.
accused of facilitating cheating. Nude video or a photo?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Not
Even
on a
if
Sunday or a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or
Right.
Thursday or
even
Friday
if you
or
get
Saturday.
sent it, the moment you send it on, you are complicit.
Yes.
So do not send that on. Cursing or profanity?
Absolutely not.
No. Photo or video of someone without permission?
Worst.
You should not be doing it. And actually, for children, Jamaica, children are protected. Adults are not protected yet on that, but children are. So no, we should not be doing that. So if we move forward, we need to think before we post. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Or is it kind? We can move straight on to the next slide as well. So what the children are doing when they're doing something negative online, right? Right? It is affecting other people, but it's also affecting themselves. So let's look at this WhatsApp group, right? So somebody in grade 8 WhatsApp group writes, I saw the 7th grader, me, Harry, Jake, and Natalie were praying on, and he recognized me. Yippee. You just annoying. You see that sticker, the gun, right? Stop. You see the next sticker. You stop being or I will throw you out of the chat. I'm admin. Gabby takes a screenshot of a conversation, this conversation on WhatsApp, and she starts forwarding it to lots of people. So if we move straight on to the next slide to continue the story, right? The screenshot is shared multiple times. It lands in a chat Justin has with his friends. Their mom sees it when she's going through the photographs through his phone. And she asks the twins about it. And Gabby then basically fesses up. She said, actually, it was me. I posted it on. I took the screenshot. Do you think there are any issues with the chat itself? So what were the issues of the chat? They were talking about the grade 7 that they were preying on, which is not good language to be, right? What do you mean you're preying on them? And then the stickers,
The sticker with the gun,
and then threatening that they were going to kick the kid out of the chat.
Profanity.
Right, exactly. Right, use profanity. But are there issues with Gabby forwarding this on?
Absolutely.
Right, because she's forwarding on the stickers that have the violence. She's forwarding on the profanity.
Yes.
Correct, right? So we need to be careful with that. So what can the twins' mom or any parents do? Right? Check your child's WhatsApp daily. I go through every night. I just go through it.
Yes.
Right? Alert the school about inappropriate WhatsApp chats. Remove WhatsApp from your child's phone. It is a 13, right? But if the chats are really inappropriate and the kid is over 13 as well, 13 or over, just remove the WhatsApp from the phone. Honestly, it's actually, schools don't actually necessarily condone it, you know, now. They don't have chats like that they condone. It is the kids that are doing it, right? Do not get angry with your child, but rather talk to him or her.
Very
all right?
important.
Everything your child does online, right, stays online forever, right? It's a digital footprint. It can be searched, copied, shared, broadcasted, permanent. We covered this the other day.
Right.
WhatsApp is part of social media. A lot of people forget that, right? And it does leave a digital footprint. So we must be very mindful. And there are ways to mitigate being hacked. So a lot of people get hacked, adults as well. A lot of parents in the schools that my kids go to, complain about this. These are the things you can do. Change your lock screen passcodes and your email passwords regularly, all right? And then you enable the two-step verification, where every time you go into WhatsApp, you have to put in a 6-digit code. Do not download unknown apps and files on your phone. Use email when signing up, not continue with Facebook or Google. Don't continue with a third-party account. Never give your verification code via chat. So sometimes a code comes in and you'll get people calling you who are pretending to be people you think it's them or sending messages using your nicknames to get the code. Don't ever share a code with them, ever. Never share a code with anyone. It is for you. Do not click on links sent on WhatsApp unless you know for sure that it's legit, right? Regularly check in WhatsApp, you go to settings and you go to linked devices and you make sure that there aren't other devices because other hackers can connect through. And so you see that, what do you mean? Which phone is that? That's not me, right? So you disable that and then keep the phone and apps updated. So these are all things you can do. And then lastly, check and change phone device settings, right? Go into your privacy. These, if you look here, contacts, nothing has access to my contacts except for WhatsApp because I want to be able to find, not even Instagram have access. You can find people individually, right? If you look at WhatsApp as well, WhatsApp, I've enabled microphone because I use it for voice calls and I use the camera and Face ID so it opens on my face, right, and mobile data. But I have other things, even Siri, all of that is off. Photos, you don't have to have full access. It's only if you want to send photographs in WhatsApp. And then Instagram, right? You can also do Instagram have no access to my camera, my microphone, my network, nothing, right? I can add those things. If I suddenly want to use it, I can then add those things in. But if you go through every single thing in your settings, all your privacy, there's so many apps, they don't need access to your contacts. They don't need access to your camera. They don't need access to your microphone. And so those are the things. If you monitor all of that, you are less likely to get hacked, right? So it's hard work. It's hard work,
I was just about to
right?
say,
But it's worth it because I don't get these people hacking. Doesn't mean that I'm totally exempt from the possibility. Of course, it's still possible,
right?
But I'm less likely because I have all those things in place.
I have a question for those. So, because sometimes the kids almost look more savvy, technologically savvy than the parents, you know, sometimes. So what if I think, okay, I'm checking the WhatsApp, you know, so I'm on top of everything. What else, if somebody says, Mama, check my WhatsApp, you know, so let's talk here. Is there anything else?
Of course. I mean, we've been through, you know, we've gone through snippets of like with Snapchat. I mean, we haven't delved deep into Snapchat, but perhaps we could do that one week, go deep into what goes on Snapchat. But yes, it is a case of there will always be a way where they find ways because they have disappearing chats and things like that. But this is where the education is so important. This is where you need children to buy into, protect themselves. Would you honestly want to just be thrown into the water? Remember we talked about this last week. As a child, do you seriously want to just be thrown into the water without learning to swim? You will drown. We need them to understand they will drown. Right? If we don't educate them, but adults as well.
This information is so important.
It is so timely too.
And so timely. You know, we're talking about digital transformation and all this progress
and it's
that
never
we're making.
ending.
It's never ending.
So
Emma, thank you.
Never ending.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
As always, so good. Our guest has been the ever so bright Emma Sharp Dalton Brown, founder of CyberBright. Coming up next, we jump on to the field of schoolboy football. So stick with us.
Is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
At Flow, loyalty pays back. So we're rewarding our customers with $20,000 in groceries. For only $2,700 plus GCT, simply add postpaid mobile to your current internet plan and claim your $20,000 supermarket card today. That's how we keep your rhythm flowing. Conditions apply.
From a bold idea in 1995 to years of transforming Jamaican homes and businesses, Design Options has been your partner in style, comfort, and creativity. From fine upholstery to fabrics, curtains, cushions, wallpaper, and custom touches made just for you. Design Options Limited, celebrating style, service, and sophistication. Here's to the next 30 years.
Don't miss a beat with your mortgage payments at NHT.
Your home is more than just a roof over your head. It's where your memories are made, your biggest investment. That's why it's so important to stay in tune with your NHT mortgage payments. Life can get busy and other responsibilities can pop up, but falling behind with your mortgage can put your home at risk. If you're having trouble keeping up, we'll work with you to make a plan to stay on top of your mortgage. Visit any NHT branch for more information. NHT, the key to your home.
Where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them, these four boys dream of playing in the ISA schoolboy football competitions.
Will you score this for Casey? Will you score? It's a shot, it's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Manning Cup, and they will play Clarendon College in the Olivia Shield. And that's what you love to see. They may be rivals, but the camaraderie is what it's all about. Can't wait for the final.
When the bus the man, I want to watch my son play finals on CVM, you know.
But mums, you can't watch it on CVM website, man.
Score! My son score! My son score! My son score! My son score!
Greatness begins here.
Alright then, pick up, Manning Cup, Oliver Yashil, yo, make we link up. We watch the Champions Cup, Ben Francis, Walker Cup, which team are win the championship this season? Yo, Issa, wonder if a school I go finish the league and beat now. Which youth I go collect the golden boot and be the favorite for the
Goal! I'm celebrating one goal. I'll tell you about that in a short while. Glad to have you back with us. It's match week 4 in schoolboy football, and yesterday saw an exciting matchup with Excelsior. Good morning, my brother Blacker Ellis. Yes, sent out a strong signal that they will be a force to be reckoned with in this year's ISA Manning Cup, dispatching St. George's College.
Who did they dispatch? Who?
5-1.
Who?
On Tuesday.
Who?
The Eagles soared from the first half, putting 3 goals past STGC goalkeeper.
Say it louder, we can't hear you, IT. Talk the things out.
In the second half, they lapsed momentarily, allowing St. George's College to pounce. The Light Blues were put to the sword again. However, and Excelsior found 2 more goals in front of a jubilant home support. Marley Williams and Kimberly Scott both had double strikes in the win. Show to this.
CVM Sports ISA Schoolboy Football is brought to you by KFC, Ping Pong, Catch, Water, Pringles, True Shake, Powerade, Burt's Auto Parts.
As we see a few genius moves being made by Kimberly Scott, a man who scored a double. And now we're going to see the first of a couple goals from Marley Williams. Bang! It was 3-0 at the end of the first half, and early in second half action, St. George's College would find a goal through Demar Wallace. Proved the goal for St. George's College, but Scott was back at it again.
Coach, one thing I've always admired about you is that you have a positive spirit no matter the circumstances, despite the result today. What are some of the positives that you can take away from today's match?
You know, sometimes you lose, sometimes you're beaten. I thought we were thoroughly beaten today by a much better team. I congratulate Excelsior. We didn't do much in the first half. I thought second half we started, got the goal, and we looked at a different team, but the Excelsior team is a good team and they were the better team. I congratulate them.
Your boys put on a show today. You've been doing a lot of work with them over the years, and speak to me a little bit about that.
Well, based on what we have as a program here at Excelsior High School, we have been developing the boys from the under 14 program coming up to the under 16. I must give credit to Omar Stanley, who has done a great job at the under 14 level, and now he's at the under 16 level doing a great job as well. Credit also to the coaching staff. We would have had a very rough preparation with a lot of the boys doing a lot of things because they play a lot of football outside of the football program here at Excelsior High School. And so in terms of the preparation, it was very short, but because the boys are talented, we were able to do the things that we needed to do to get them prepared for this competition. We're still not at 100% yet, but what we're trying to do is to keep them grounded, let them focus on not only football but also the academical aspects as well, and then that can translate into the football as well.
CVM Sports Issa Schoolboy Football is brought to you by KFC, Ping Pong, Catch, Water, Pringles, True Shake, Powerade, Burt's Auto Parts.
Now, Calabar's group with Woolmer's boys is also now interestingly poised after the Lions roared to a 4-1 demolition of the boys from Hero Circle. It was insult added to injury for Woolmer's boys as one of their players had to be taken to a medical facility, while Jeremy Miller and Calabar now have their tails up after losing their opener by a similar scoreline to Mona Calabar to have started to dole out punishments of their own.
Would soon be doubled after some brilliant play down the right side. Inch perfect cross, but it was all about the finish from Kevin Campbell. Truly brilliant. But Wolmers would try and come back, have an opportunity to strike at goal. That time it was a really good save from Kedar Miller. As the strike came in, he was at full stretch, did well to clear it away. Francesco Reed though came down the line, got the ball back towards his captain on the swivel, Kevin Campbell for Calabar, but the goal would come for Wolmer's. Good work down the right, played back across. The touch was a poor one initially from Daniel Scarlett, but Alex Wright was there in the right place at the right time. Fox in the box, turn it home for 2-1 on the stroke of half time. But in the second half, Calabar continued to dominate. Ball across the box. Reed couldn't turn it in. But this, just moments later, brilliant cross, brilliant header from O'Brien Marks.
Here with the head coach of Woolmer's boys, Mr. Jerome Witt. 4-1 is the result at the end of this encounter, not the result you would have wanted today. Can you just analyze your team's performance for me?
But before we even go into that, congrats to the Calabar, team. I think they did well. Today it was really not easy, as you know. 1 o'clock is not easy to encounter it. As a result of that, one of my players collapsed and he's now at the medical associate. We are trying to see, what is going on. But is a little time from now, I'll find out. But it wasn't an easy game, and Calabar looked the better unit. I mean, they were second to the ball at all times, and we're still making too many, mistakes in the back.
Talk to me about your boys' performance today and how satisfied you are with it.
I mean, well, we got the win, so we're definitely satisfied. But I think I'm more satisfied with the manner in which they came out and played the intensity. They followed the game plan, and they look more like what I know they can look like. So I'm very pleased with the performance today.
CVM Sports Issa Schoolboy Football is brought to you by KFC, Ping Pong, Catch, Water, Pringles, True Shake, Powerade, Burt's Auto Parts.
Now, CVM's exclusive coverage rolls on this Saturday from the Drewsland Mini Stadium with another doubleheader. Rivals collide as 31-time champions Jamaica College face St. Andrew Technical starting at 4:30 p.m. But before that, Holy Trinity take on Hydel starting at 2 p.m. Now we wrap things up after the break.
After the break, judges, come on. STGC.
Oliver, your shield, you make we link up. We watch the Champions Cup. Ben Francis Walker Cup. Which team are win the championship this season? Yo, Issa. Wonder if a school I go finish.
Where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them, these four boys dream of playing in the ISA schoolboy football competitions.
Will he score this for Casey? Will he score? It's a shot, it's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Manning Cup, and they will play Clarendon College in the Olivia Shield. And that's what you love to see. They may be rivals, but the camaraderie is what it's all about. Can't wait for the final.
When the bus the man, I want to watch my son play finals for CVM, you know.
But mums, you can't watch it on CVM website, man.
Boy, my son score, my son score, my son score, my son score.
Greatness begins here.
Let's remember, God without man is still God. But man without God, nothing, zero, zilch, nod, vapor. Yeah. My name is Ian, I am nothing without God.
And right now we are nothing.